guys, it's Angie, and I was coming today to do a little chit chat, I guess, and a little bit of what I've been up to. So last week, I was able to go to Portland, Oregon, and I got to see Abby with Purple Cottage Crafts, and I'm sure everybody follows her, but if you do not, please follow her link below and follow her channel. Her link is always down in the description box. So this was, I took the Seth Apter class in Salem, Oregon at the Runaway Arts and Crafts Studio. And it was the 50 Ways to Leave Your Layers class. And I will show you a little bit of my finished pages that I did from his class. If you have not taken his class, I would highly recommend it. I think he just came out with an online class. So please be sure to check that out. I'll also leave Seth's information below. And while I was there, I had picked up a few products of his. I do own a lot of his baked textures. I really love to work with those and a couple stencils. But while I was in Oregon, I was at that really cool art store. She had a big, huge array of Seth's things, and so I picked up a couple of his latest stencils and stamps and some of his paints. His paints are amazing, you guys. These are they are a chalk acrylic finish, and he has them in opaque, metallic, some metallics, and transparent cut paints, and he has a variety of colors. He also has some in sets, and so I grabbed 4 of these. So these are the ones that I grabbed. These ones, and they are a lot of fun to work with. And they dry super fast, so that's one cool thing about these paints. And they're pretty heavy bodied on some of them. I mean, they're a great paint. I love working with them. So those were those. And then I love his stamps, and they're really an awesome quality, and you can do a lot of mixed media things with them. He was gracious enough to sign mine and Abby's stamps, so thank you so much, Seth, for taking the time to do all that crazy stuff for us. We had so much fun, and he really, he took the time to laugh at our sense of humor. I have a quirky sense of humor, which I'm sure you all know that by now. I laugh. I just love to have a good time, and I love to make people laugh. Abby had asked for his scrap rags and his baby towel rags. And that was awesome because nobody else thought of it, and she did. And so she was generous enough to split some of those so we could do the, Abby's very into the scrap. I mean, at one time she was a scrapbooker, so she thinks that way still, and I do too. It's just about the memories and having things that help you remember the good times, So anyways, here's one of his stamps, and he's really grungy and layer, texture kind of an artist, and I so look up to Seth. This was an amazing workshop, and to be able to collaborate with him on a smash, which I'll show you the page we came together with, was amazing. And he was just so generous and so fun to be around. Numbers. And so number 5 is my number. Sorry for the glare, you guys, and sorry my camera had a couple glitches. I'll try to, I don't know, not move. I love number 5. It's just, I love the way I don't know, it's a symbol to me, and I really enjoy, working with the number 5. But anyway, so he had some numbers, so I made sure to grab that one. And then here are some words. And I love words. Words and quotes are my thing as well. And keys. But he didn't have anything in keys. So these were really cool to use. And then here's another one that says make it count, and has numbers on the bottom, which I thought was really cool. And you could just use pieces of the stencil, you don't have to use the whole thing. You could just use the bottom or the top or the sides. So it's really cool about Seth's products. And so here's another stamp. It's really cool. I really like the book plate and the pocket watch and the grid and just all kinds of fun stuff here. So, and they're really super thick stamps too. I mean, they're pretty durable. So, like I said, the class was on layering and techniques, and he went through everything. And so I'll show you my finished pieces, and then actually I'll show you the one we collabed together. So we just did this technique together, and I had no idea what we were doing, but I got to sit next to Seth, And so he had me do what I needed to do with my paints, and he did what he needed to do with his paints. And then he smashed his on top of mine. And so he ended up signing my page. He said, thanks for collaborating with me. Great smash. We did have a great smash. And this is just a little bit of paper from it being wet from the previous page. But look how cool that is, you guys. You have two different artists doing two different things, and you have no idea, you know, and you smash them together, and then how cool is that? So that was a really cool exercise. And then I'll show you my finished pieces. This was another sample using some of his techniques, and I love it. Like, it's just, you know, I got a little bit out of my comfort zone with colors, which that's what I try to do. So this was out of my comfort zone, but I love how it turned out. And you know, you could change this even more. I mean, you could keep building up on this, and how cool this look as a digital, you know, or a background or a texture overlay. Just love it. So here's another piece. I'm not finished with this one, but this one's in progress. A lot of fun. I mean, his stamps are amazing. I just love his stuff. And so this was a finished, well, it's almost finished, but what you did is after you learned everything you did, you went back to the first page that you left blank, and you incorporate everything you learned for that day, and you make a front cover. This is to be your front cover. And so this is what we got to learn, and it was so much fun. Like I said, if you haven't taken his class, please check him out, and then also check out his online course. So you will not be disappointed. And so here was one other piece. This one turned out really cool, and I started out with a black paint and then did all the techniques that he showed us, the layering, and I loved it. I was so excited to learn from Seth, and it was just a fun time, and I couldn't have done it with anybody you know, more awesome and talented than Abby, and it was a lot of fun to get to meet Abby. So thank you so much, Abby, for everything. I appreciate everything, and being able to do this class with you was amazing. I never thought I'd be able to meet somebody online, another artist, and be able to go do art classes with them on workshops. So it was an amazing experience, and we plan on doing more together. And so yeah, so I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Like I said, please follow Seth or look take a look at his classes that he has to offer, or his online workshops. They're amazing. So anyways, hope everybody has a wonderful week, and we'll talk to you again soon.